Hi everyone, I wanted to come on today to do a reading for the Lionsgate portal. It's not something that I'm actually usually drawn to, like I just don't really think about it, I'm not really bothered about it, but it's been playing on my mind for the past few days, and yesterday, thinking about it, when I was out, I was traveling and I was looking at the sky, and there was like a part of it where there was something really bright. This was sort of in the evening, so it was still light, moving in towards evening, and there was like a rainbowy kind of light there, and I was looking at it. I was with someone else and I was like, what is that? Is that the sun? And I was like, it can't be the sun because the sun isn't in that direction, is it? So it wasn't actually the sun. The sun was a bit further to the left, but the whole journey we could just see this light and rainbowy type thing. Didn't know what it was at the time, but now I've looked into the Lionsgate portal a little bit, and it's possible that it might have been Sirius. I could be wrong there, but it was just really noticeable, and the person that was with me noticed it as well. And with the Lionsgate portal, it's when the Sun, Orion, and Sirius, which is one of the is the brightest star, are sort of in alignment. So that could have been Sirius. I don't know. If anyone wants to share their knowledge about this, that will help. But with the Lionsgate portal, they say that it's open from the 28th of July up until the 12th of August, but it's most powerful on the 8th of August. So it's 8/8. In terms of numerology, you've got the number 8 there. That can be to do with infinity. It's got connections to the 8th house, which is Scorpio, which is about life, death, regeneration. I'm just looking at my notes here. What else have I got? So it says that there's a stronger flow of energy between the spiritual and physical planes at this time. So there's themes of spiritual awakening, growth, transformation. So let's get into the reading, since I've chatted for 2 minutes, and see what comes up. Just what do we need to know at this time? Yeah, just what's happening. As I say, it's not something that I'm usually drawn to, but this time it's played on my mind quite a bit. So I thought, let's see what happens. Let's see what comes out. And I'm going to attempt a freestyle reading today. So we'll see what happens with that. See if I can actually pick the energies up. So let's see what we get. So this is a collective reading. We're trying to tap into the collective and see what we need to know as a collective at this time. Okay, we already have Justice and the Two of Swords, and I've tried to make sure I've got plenty of space to lay the cards out this time, because I know I have a habit of setting the camera up too tight and having to squeeze things on. And I'll probably end up using less cards than usual today. Oh, see, we've got Strength there, which is associated with Leo, and it's a number 8 as well. Seven of Swords. We have the Ace of Swords and the World. I'm not surprised the World has shown up, because I did do a reading off camera a little bit earlier, and there was definitely an element of a new cycle coming in there. So let's clarify straight away rather than having a guess at things. Despite saying having a guess at things, I do feel like there's something about courage in terms of being honest with ourselves and how that will align. The word align is coming to mind. Align things for us. Right, so let's clarify Justice first of all. Knight of Cups. I did read that there is an association with that Lionsgate as well of because it's a Leo card, being associated with the things that we desire, and having the power to sort of manifest those things more easily because of the portal. Let's clarify the Two of Swords. Okay, one has disappeared on the floor, and it's a bit awkward for me to get. Okay, got it. this Eight of Wands and the Page of Wands also came out in the earlier reading, and the Two of Cups did as well. So there's something about communication there, or being receptive, possibly. Let's look at strength. Okay, we're getting repeats, kind of. Five of Wands came up earlier, to do with overcoming a challenge of some sort. The Fool. Okay, clarify the Seven of Swords. We've got a repeat with the Ace of Cups. Knight of Swords, Judgment, Page of Swords. Okay, Ace of Swords. So let's clarify the Ace of Swords. Let's get one more for that. Page of Pentacles, and finally the World. And as I say, it's freestyle, so I'll just see how it feels, basically. Okay. So Justice first of all. So we have Justice clarified by the Knight of Cups, Two of Cups, Five of Cups. You may be reflecting on past disappointments, but not in a sense where, as they keep saying about the Five of Cups, that you're looking back at the disappointments and focus on that. It does give a sense of maybe being more focused now on coming out of the feeling of disappointment and how to get what you actually want. With that Knight of Cups and Two of Cups alignment, being aligned with the things that match your energy, that match your emotions, that match your cup. We've got the Lion up there as well. So for me, it's connecting with the things that really, that match you and will will probably bring you fulfillment. Moving away from the things that disappointed. You might be considering how things disappointed you in the past and how to avoid doing that again. Okay, we have the Two of Swords with the Ace of Cups and Eight of Wands. The words that are coming to mind here are trust how you feel. With the Two of Swords, you've got the element of intuition there, needing to trust your intuition. Sometimes it can be blocks. I mean, it might mean that your intuition is blocked. Maybe you're not trusting how you feel, possibly. We've got the Moon there, so it's things that are hidden. But whether you are not trusting how you feel, or you're starting to move away from that type of energy where you're trusting yourself more, the point is that you do need to trust how you feel if you want to move, want to move forward. And you've got the Page of Wands there, who is someone who is always up for a new adventure. They're all about discovery, enthusiasm. I've felt a lot recently that the Eight of Wands is not just necessarily physical communication and movement. Sometimes to me it can feel like psychic communication because it's going through the air, isn't it? It's traveling, it's communication that's traveling, and it could be traveling to you in a psychic kind of way, or even if it's not psychic, just intuitive messages that come through as feelings with that Ace of Cups. Okay, we have, what do I have here? Yeah, I know, I can see what I've done here. I've used the wrong clarifiers. It's fine, it'll still give us the message. I don't know, how have I done that where I've got half the clarifiers with this deck and the other clarifiers with this deck? Anyway, that's strange. That is very strange for me to do that. Right, so we've got the Strength card here, which I would say, because you've got the Five of Wands as a clarifier, that signifies courage and being able to overcome challenges, having the strength to overcome challenges. And it may be saying that to do that, to have that courage, You need to trust your intuition if you aren't already doing that. And with the Fool, it's about being open, keeping a very open mind as well. So if things come in sometimes, if intuitive messages come in sometimes, or feelings about things, and you feel like, what the hell is this? This is really weird. Trust it. Definitely trust it, or at least keep an open mind if you don't trust it 100%. So we've got the Seven of Swords. Again, for me, that's trusting how you feel. And that's been a theme that's come up a lot as well. Or trust what you think, trust what you feel, be honest with yourself. That's a strong Seven of Swords meaning for me a lot recently, whereas usually it can be about risk. Well, it is a risk if you trust in what you feel, isn't it? You've got the Ace of Cups again. So yeah, trust how you feel. Knight of Swords has their truth and is happy to share that. Well, not happy, but they have the courage to share that truth. Judgment to me is often to do with answering the call. It can be about resurrection, second chances, review, but often it is about answering the call. And especially with these communication cards, the Knight of Swords and the Page of Swords, it is about answering the call. You've got the Page of Swords there. The Page of Swords is, to me, it's often about new truths, investigation, again, keeping an open mind with whatever messages come in. And keep an open mind as well about your truths, because they change over time. The way you think changes. We don't have to be stuck. Once we have a new principle or value or a new truth, we don't have to stick with that rigidly for the rest of our lives. So there's always room for change, evolution, however that occurs. So again, we've got another card to do with swords and truth and communication. Yeah, it's with the Hermit. So again, I think that's about your truths. Like, there are things that you hold as your truths already, beliefs that you have, which is fine. Continue to be open-minded with that, because that will lead you on your path. As the Hermit is someone that's on their own path, and they look to their inner guidance. And it's okay to trust it, even if things change. It's what you need at the time, isn't it? So trust what you know, or what you hold as your truth at the time, and remain open-minded to things changing as well. And we have the Sun, which tells me that things will become clearer. I think as long as you trust yourself, things will become clearer, and from that you'll know what to do. You'll be guided with what to do. With that Page of Pentacles, because that's where it's a learning card as well, but that's where you start to plant seeds with whatever it is you wanna do, with whatever you wanna create, whatever actions you want to take in life. That's where you bring the thoughts into the physical world. So you've got the World here, which suggests that you've successfully been through a cycle. Hopefully you might have resisted it a little bit with that Seven of Wands, because the Seven of Wands to me, it can be resistance. It feels more like resistance here, but it can also be standing up for something. Maybe you've gone from resisting something to standing up for it, and that's why you've completed a cycle successfully. There may have been some opportunity or something you wanted to do where you were resistant to it previously, and now you've switched and you're willing to stand up for it, and whatever it is, it leads to happiness. Let's get some oracle cards. It's not a particularly deep reading. I was expecting to see more spiritual stuff here, but I mean, the High Priestess is there, which is spiritual, but to me it's feeling more like it's about intuition is strong here. Yeah, intuition, gut feelings, your inner guidance, that's a strong theme that's coming up. Let's look at the bottom of these decks. Yeah, we've got the Devil. So this was meant to be the clarifying deck, which I've only used for a couple of cards, and it's got the Ten of Cups underneath, so that you may have not trusted yourself previously, and that's held you back and held you back from your happiness. Let's have a look at the other one. Right, we've got the Hierophant there. And Temperance. See, that's what I was expecting to come up, Temperance, because if we're talking about the portal between the spiritual and the physical opening up more, that for me, Temperance would have been it. With that Hierophant on the bottom, if you were resistant to anything, it may have been, it could have been pressure from others, whether that's society, family, just the general ideas we have in our head about how we should follow, rather than leading ourselves. You may have had beliefs instilled in you by others as well. But the Temperance card is where you would connect more to your natural inner guidance, which would be more harmonious for you because you're not having to fight against things that were imposed on you. Okay, let's get some oracle cards. If this resonates in any way, shape or form, feel free to leave comments and let me know, or if anyone wants to add any wisdom about the Lionsgate portal as well. I mean, as I say, I've felt it niggling at me, and I've felt some sort of, I've definitely felt a shift for about a week in energy, a sense of, and it is in one particular area of my life where I felt like I don't belong here anymore. It's time to go kind of energy. So yeah, let's see what comes up with the oracle card. So it's the Sacred Destiny Oracle. You have miracles and taking risks. And this image here, this is exactly what I was talking about. These like rainbowy type things, like that one in particular, that's what I saw in the sky. The sky was a lot brighter because it was a nice sunny day. So beautiful blue sky, not many clouds, nice and bright. The sun was shining, and this is kind of what I saw. A bit more faintly than this though, but it was that rainbow effect and then that light there as well. And I was like, what the hell is that? Let's just get another card here. Stand still. Get one more. And gateway, okay. Gateway, that's pretty magical. Right, so miracles, to me, that's been open again to those intuitive messages and the feelings, and to trust what you're feeling as well, that things that you didn't even believe were possible could happen. Taking risks, along the same sort of lines, even if something seems really odd, if you have a strong gut feeling or your intuition is strongly pushing something at you, then keep an open mind, be willing to take a risk on it. Stand still, to me, is where you're not forcing anything. You're open to things, but you're not forcing things. Like sometimes where you're trying to figure something out and you've exhausted yourself trying to figure out the answers. You get to a point where you do have to just stand still, trust what you already know, and just be open to more information or opportunities or whatever. It will come to you. If you have a strong gut feeling and you trust it, then you're kind of aligning yourself with something, and the opportunity should, in theory, it should flow in. And then you have gateway, which that's where the opportunity flows in. It's like creating a gateway. So there's not really much more I can say about that. Are there any more oracle cards that I want to look at? Where are we? 20 minutes. I didn't really feel like I wanted to look at any more oracle cards. I might look at a postcard from Spirit, probably get like 5 cards now. I have to be honest, I was expecting a more intense reading, but I guess I don't know. Let me know if things are more intense for you. Let's see what we get from this. Hopefully just one. 2. Oh, this is interesting. It says, "Dearest you, we are gathering our magic together to help you celebrate your new beginning." So yeah, that theme of like rebirth with the number 8. Yeah, that's relevant. "You're stepping into a new version of your life, getting to tell a new story as you create it. Doesn't it feel like spring when the urge to expand wells up inside you from a primal place? The form of what you are growing has yet to take shape, and it is exciting to experience this new and fresh beginning. It's normal to feel both push and pushback, that's that resistance, when entering any kind of new relationship. It's okay to admit you don't really know what to expect. What you can know is it's time to dive in and allow that new version of life to take shape through you on behalf of your partner in life, Spirit. You have made it to a new level of awakening and contributing, and we are so excited to see where this will take you next. We are so proud of you." So yeah, that was that feeling I was talking about of feeling like I don't belong here anymore. It's time to go. Stepping into a new version of life. And I think it mentions not knowing exactly what's going to happen. That's being open-minded. Trust that feeling of things, of the new, that something new is there or there's something you need to do, but be open-minded to how it happens, possibly. Okay, we've got another one. This is a bit of a contradiction, but let's read it anyway. "Dear you, there are times in life when taking a risk is better left for another day. Other times are perfect for taking that leap, no matter how dangerous it might seem. Well, hold on to your parachute strings, for today is leap time." Okay, I took that wrong. I thought it was talking about not taking a risk, but I guess it is because it's here as well. And this card here seems to go along with the miracles card, really, but let's carry on. Right. So we've said today's time for that leap. "Realize that no matter what, we will not let you fall down, drown, get lost or hurt yourself in any way on this one. Even if it may feel like you are in free fall, we are here for you, and you can stop freaking out about getting hurt and relax into this transition to something new." And yeah, Scorpio is about transition as well, isn't it? "All the elements are in place and your soul is ready for a new experience. No matter what you're talking about, it's time to take the risk and do that thing that scares you. No matter what happens, you will land softly, right on target. Don't worry about the outcome. Spirit's got that covered. It's taking the leap itself. That's the point. We love you. We love you courage. Or we love your courage." Which is what I was saying with that. It's under there, the strength card, courage. "We love your courage. Embrace it." So actually, it does make sense. It just doesn't seem as, maybe I'm just being dramatic. It doesn't seem as dramatic as I thought. But the theme is there of trusting yourself, being open-minded, and being ready to go into something new. So there we go. Feel free to leave comments as usual. I'd love to know how this period of time turns out for you. If anything happens that you feel is connected to the Lionsgate portal. Other than that, all I can say is thank you for watching and take care.